Hi students, good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the very important cross made by Gregor Johann Mendel, that is monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross. What is monohybrid cross? Monohybrid cross. Mendel conducted three types of hybridization experiments by using pea plant, where the first one is monohybrid cross, second one is dihybrid cross, and the third one is trihybrid cross. Monohybrid cross is the one which is made between two parents differing in one trait, differing in single trait. Dihybrid cross is the one which is made between two parents differing in two traits, two pairs of contrasting traits. Trihybrid cross is the cross made between two parents differing in three traits based on the number of traits considered by Mendel in each cross. He differentiated hybridization experiments into different types like monohybrid, dihybrid, trihybrid, like that. Then here the most important monohybrid cross. He used monohybrid cross to study the inheritance of one gene. He used monohybrid cross to study the inheritance of one gene at a time. To study the inheritance of one gene in each experiment, in each cross. I mean, in monohybrid cross, he studied the inheritance of one gene. In dihybrid cross, he studied the inheritance of two genes. In trihybrid cross, he studied the inheritance of three genes at a time in each experiment. However, here the most important, what is the definition for monohybrid cross? Monohybrid cross is simply a cross made between two parents differ in single trait or single character. Two parents differ in single trait or single character. Such a cross made between two parents differing in single character. They are similar in rest of the characters. I mean, he selected total 7 characters or 7 pairs of contrasting characters, where in monohybrid cross he selected two pea plants which are similar in terms of 6 characters and dissimilar, different in terms of only 1 character. Such a cross made between those two parents is called monohybrid cross. In first hybridization experiments, Mendel crossed a pure means homozygous, a pure or homozygous tall plant crossed with a pure or homozygous dwarf plant. When Mendel crossed a pure or homozygous tall plant with a pure homozygous dwarf plant. Generally here tall, dwarf, these are the phenotypes. Say this is phenotype. What is phenotype? Phenotype means physical appearance of a trait. External appearance of a trait is called phenotype. So the first parent, for example, say this is male parent and this is female parent. If the male parent is tall, female parent is dwarf. If this one is the female parent, generally say this is female parent is tall, male parent is dwarf, whatever it may be. Consider in first experiment, female tall is crossed with male dwarf, or male tall is crossed with female dwarf, whatever it may be. Both the parents are used as male, or here one of the parent is used as female and another one is used as male. If tall one is the female, dwarf one is the male. If tall one is the male, dwarf one is the female. However, here the genotype of the homozygous tall is capital T, capital T. Genotype, say this is the capital T is the genotype. What is genotype? Genetic makeup of an individual. Genetic makeup of an individual, genetic constitution of an individual is called genotype. Here the genotype of tall individual is capital T, capital T. Genotype of dwarf individual is small t, small t. Consider here in this experiment, capital T is the allele, capital T is the allele, capital T is the allele, code sphere, tallness. Small t is the allele, code sphere, dwarfness. So generally here tallness and dwarfness, these are the contrasting traits. Contrasting traits are nothing but two alternative forms of a character. Contrasting characters are nothing but two alternative forms of a character. Then these two are alleles, capital T, small t are the alleles. Alleles are nothing but two alternative forms of a gene. Very important. Generally here, as the pea plant is a diploid plant, here two different alleles of a gene are present. Generally they are represented as capital T, small t, because the plants are diploids. Diploids mean generally two sets of chromosomes are present. Two genomes are present. In each genome there is one capital T or one small t. As two genomes are present, two capital T or two small t are present in the homozygous parents. Here the very important one. Mendel crossed a pure homozygous tall pea plant with pure or homozygous dwarf pea plant. Here tall and dwarf are the phenotypes. Capital T, small t. Here these are said to be homozygous. What is the meaning of homozygous? Homozygous means an individual, a diploid individual with two similar alleles. A diploid individual with two similar alleles is said to be homozygous. A diploid individual with two dissimilar alleles is said to be heterozygous. Generally here, parents used in hybridization experiment must be in homozygous condition. So generally, homozygous plants are used as parents in hybridization experiments. So in this cross, when a pure homozygous tall plant is crossed with pure homozygous dwarf plant, generally here capital T is the allele codes for tallness, small t is the allele codes for dwarfness. Generally here dominant, tallness is the dominant feature, dwarfness is the recessive feature. Generally dominant allele is represented with capital letter, recessive allele is represented with small letter. This is very important. Always dominant allele is represented with capital letter and the recessive allele is represented with small letter. However, when the cross is made between these two parents, generally here during meiosis, whenever meiosis occur in this diploid cell, gametes are formed. Here what are the female gametes formed? Generally here all the female gametes are with capital T allele. Here all the male gametes are with, whenever meiosis occur, whenever meiosis takes place within the mother cells, here all the male gametes are with small t allele. Say these are the gametes. Generally these are male gametes and these are female gametes. I mean generally these are simply said to be female means they are equivalent to eggs. Then these are equivalent to pollen grains. Generally homozygous dwarf plant is able to produce all the pollen grains with small t allele. Very important. Homozygous dwarf plant is able to produce all the pollen grains with small t allele, whereas the homozygous tall plant able to produce the eggs with capital T allele. All the eggs produced by this plant are having only one type of allele, that is capital T allele, because this is homozygous. Here all the pollen grains produced contain small t allele. Whenever fertilization takes place between these two gametes, fertilization occur between the female gamete with capital T allele, male gamete with small t allele. It results in the production of F1 hybrid with capital T allele and small t allele. This capital T allele is related to female parent. The small t allele is related to male parent. Then generally here the genotype of F1 hybrid is, say this is the genotype. Say this is the genotype. Capital T, small t is the genotype. As two different alleles of a gene are present here, generally this F1 hybrid is homozygous individual or heterozygous individual. F1 hybrid is always heterozygote. F1 hybrid is always a heterozygote. It is a heterozygous individual. So generally this F1 hybrid or this heterozygote or heterozygous individual, F1 hybrid, heterozygote or heterozygous individual is genotypically capital T, small t. Then what is the phenotype of this individual? Say the phenotype of this individual is tall. Very important. Phenotypically, all F1 progeny resemble the tall plant, resemble the tall parent. Though the genotype is different, though the genotype is capital T, small t, it physically, in terms of phenotype, it is tall. So very important. According to Mendel's hybridization experiment, the first step is the selection of the parent. Then the second step is crossing, cross-pollination between the homozygous parents, cross-pollination between the homozygous tall plant and homozygous dwarf plant. Then here the most important, this F1 hybrid, though it contains both the alleles of a gene, I mean capital T allele which codes for tallness, small t allele which codes for dwarfness. Though both the alleles are present, only one of the allele is expressed in F1 generation. Only one of the allele is expressed in hybrid. Another allele remains suppressed. Another allele is not expressed. Then here the allele which is expressed in F1 hybrid is said to be dominant allele. Hence this capital T is said to be dominant allele. This is the dominant allele. Small t is the recessive allele. The allele that codes for dwarfness, that is small t, is recessive allele. The allele that codes for tallness, that is capital T, is the dominant allele. Why capital T is said to be dominant allele? Why small t is said to be recessive allele? Because here the F1 hybrid contains both the alleles, capital T allele, small t allele. I mean the allele codes for tallness, allele codes for dwarfness. Though both the alleles are present in the same individual, only one of the allele is expressed. Only the capital allele is expressed its character. That is, only tall character is appeared in F1 hybrid. Hence, tall character is the dominant character. Tall trait is the dominant trait. Dwarf trait is the recessive trait. Capital T allele is the dominant allele. Small t allele is the recessive allele. Okay, after crossing, after obtaining the F1 hybrid, what is the next step in Mendel's hybridization experiment? Selfing, self-pollination of F1 hybrid. So whenever this F1 hybrid is self-pollinated, capital T, small t, say this is F1 hybrid, say this is female F1 and this one has male F1. When hybridizing, when selfing is, so here the step is said to be selfing, selfing of F1. The genotype of F1 is capital T, small t. Phenotype of F1 is tall, tall. But this is homozygous tall or heterozygous tall? This is heterozygous tall. This is also heterozygous tall. Very important. Then coming to the next step in the hybridization experiment, selfing of the F1. Here the genotype of F1 is capital T, small t. Here both are having same genotype. Both female parent and male parents are having same genotypes and having same phenotypes. Then consider here meiosis. Whenever meiosis occur in these plants in heterozygous individuals, meiosis occur in heterozygous individuals. Here how many alleles of a gene are present? Both the alleles of a gene are present in same individual. Here capital T allele is present as well as small t allele are present. During meiosis, during meiotic segregation, both the alleles of a gene separate. What is segregation? Separation of homologous chromosomes, separation of maternal and paternal chromosomes. Generally, these two, for example, say this is one pair of homologous chromosomes. This region represents capital T allele, this region represents small t allele. Then consider this is a bivalent. Bivalent means pair of homologous chromosomes. Pair of homologous chromosomes. Very important, mana. Generally, two alleles of a gene are present on homologous chromosomes at the same gene locus, at the same position. So, ఇప్పుడు జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి, ఇవి one pair of homologous chromosomes. One pair of homologous chromosomes contain two alleles. Two alleles may be of same type or different type. If it is homozygous, both the alleles may be capital T or small t. If individual is heterozygous, one is capital T and another one is small t. Then during segregation, these two chromosomes move to opposite poles. Capital T allele move towards one pole, small t allele move towards opposite pole. So generally here each gamete receives only one of the allele. Each gamete receives only one of the allele. This is very important. So generally some alleles contain capital T allele, some gametes contain capital T allele, some other gametes contain small t allele. Then consider here also two types of gametes are formed. Some of the gametes are with capital T allele and some are with small t allele. Then consider, for example, here 100 female gametes are produced by this heterozygous individual. Out of which, how many alleles contain capital T? How many gametes contain capital T allele? How many gametes contain small t allele? Generally here 50% of the gametes are having capital T allele, remaining 50% are having small t allele. Same happens even in case of male gametes or pollen grains. 50% of the male gametes are having capital T allele. 50% of the male gametes are having small t allele. Very important. Then here heterozygous individual produces how many types of gametes in monohybrid cross? Two types of gametes. Gametes with capital T allele, gametes with small t allele. Then how many types of gametes are involved in cross? Four types. Two types of female gametes, two types of male gametes. Two types of male gametes and two types of female gametes. When random fertilization takes place between these female gametes and these male gametes. For example, say the female gamete, say this is the female gamete with capital T allele, combines with male gamete with capital T allele. It results in the formation of progeny with capital T. Then consider the same female gamete with capital T allele may combines with male gamete with small t allele. It results in the formation of progeny with capital T small t. So here the most important, female gamete with capital T may combines with, may fuse with male gamete with capital T or male gamete with small t. At the same time, the second possibility, female gamete with small t allele, listen carefully, this is very important. Listen carefully, very important, very simple, this is conceptual. So here important one, female gamete with capital T. If fuses with male gamete with capital T, the possible genotype capital T. If female gamete with capital T fuses with male gamete with small t, possible genotype capital T small t. Then this small t female gamete may fuses with capital T male gamete, the resulting genotype give capital T small t. Then the small t female gamete fuses with small t male gamete, the resulting genotype is small t. Listen carefully. During the crossing or cross pollination, during the production of the F1 progeny, homozygous individuals produces only one type of gametes. Here all the female gametes are with capital D allele. Here all the male gametes are with small d allele. So homozygous individuals produce only one kind of gametes. But here the most important one, in case of heterozygous individual produces two types of female gametes, two types of male gametes. Two types of female gametes, two types of male gametes. Generally here female gametes are with capital D allele and female gametes with small d allele. Then in terms of percentage, half of the female gametes are with capital D allele and the remaining half are with small d allele. Similar in case of pollen grain or male gametes. 50% of the pollen grains or 50% of the male gametes are with capital D allele. Remaining 50% are with small d allele. Then however, when random fertilization occurs between this female and this male gametes, consider the four possibilities. Say this is the first possibility, second possibility, third possibility and fourth possibility. In case of first possibility, listen carefully. Capital T female gamete with capital T male gamete. Second possibility, capital T female gamete with small t male gamete. Third possibility, small t female gamete with capital T male gamete. Fourth possibility, small t female gamete with small t male gamete. Then here totally four possible combinations are possible. Hence say these are the genotypes. These are the genotypes of F2. Then consider the phenotypes capital T tall. Then what about capital T small t? Again tall, small t dwarf. These are the phenotypes of F2. Phenotypes of F2. Then analyze the phenotypes and the genotypes. Consider with reference to the phenotypes. Consider with reference to the phenotypes. Generally here two types of phenotypes are formed.